All right, guys. Welcome back. Today is January 6th, and we're just about to get started. I did take one very quick trade while I was getting set up here. I just saw it, so I decided to grab a 3 and 3. It has been a while. Give me a second here to be situated. There was a nice little rip here, like 6:45. Here we go. We got PMI data today. There's that little tiny quick trade I took there. I saw this pullback. I wanted to grab it, but I was actually just getting set up. Wow, we're back up at 60.50. It's been a couple of days since I've traded. Definitely looking super bullish today. 1% up on the day. As far as the now, I traded this account once or twice over break, and with no results. Like very, very bad results on this account during that time. So hopefully we can turn that around today. Looks like we got some decent momentum in the market. Now, I just want to check the economic calendar. I know we got something going on today. We got the PMI data dropped at 6:45. The actual is 55.4. The forecast is 56.6. The previous is 54.9. And for some perspective, I believe it's over 50. Shows expansion. In the U.S. global S&P. In the U.S., the S&P Global Composite Output Index, which is a weighted average of the Manufacturing Output Index and the Services Business Activity Index, tracks business trends across both manufacturing and service sectors. The index is based on data collected from a representative panel of over 800 companies and follows variables such as sales, new orders, employment, inventories, and prices. A reading above 50 indicates expansion, so we're still somewhat in an expansion. Business activity, while below 50 points, to contraction, indicates contraction. I expect it was supposed to be written that way. This is only a limited sample of PMI headline data displayed in the customer's service under license from S&P Global. Full historic PMI headline data and other PMI sub-index data and histories are available on subscription. You got to email someplace, economics@global.com. So a little bit of a drop from the previous, but not bad. Actually keeping pace pretty well in the U.S. economy. We also have vehicle sales coming up. Total vehicle sales coming up at 7. Prior was 16.5 mil. Kind of a lower important one, but it does sometimes still move stuff. And then we got the 3 and 6 month bill auction. Now, I am somewhat. I know treasuries are not the best return anymore. They were hot at the beginning of, like right around the beginning of COVID. Looks like Bitcoin hit over 100 grand again, right at the beginning of COVID. But I'm still sort of passively buying up some treasuries, just to kind of round out the investments. So go ahead and take a look at the market, and it looks like we're kind of getting a little bit of a lull for the moment. ES being back up at 60.50 is, in my opinion, kind of big news. Last I checked on this, it was below 6,000. ES bouncing around so much these days. That did look like a pop to me. I just didn't take it. Guess I should have. Will we break over 60.50? I think we will. What about here?
Order filled. Order filled.
All right. So this account's up 238. I need to like link up my accounts. I meant to do that before trading today. I might try to get that set up today. I don't really recall how to do it. It's sort of like, it's a couple of different steps. And you have to create a group and whatnot. It's kind of weird. And you have to trade in multiples. So if it's 2, you have to choose 4, kind of thing. You guys kind of struggling at 60-50. There's a big flag right here, though. I think that will break 50. Currently, TTM sitting at 7. Yeah, here's that bump again. Another test of 50. Broke through it there for a second. This could be the actual break. 656. So there was 60-53 there. And we're coming up on 7 o'clock. We might break at 7. The ES is so volatile anymore that I mean, you can expect multi-dollar moves now within a couple of seconds. And that really wasn't the case a few years ago when the ES was trading more at like 3,500 or 4,000. But once we started getting above 5,000, that's really where we started getting these really large swings. And it's Kunda. That's service, right? Thank you. Wifey brought me a beautiful cup of coffee. All right. But since we've hit above 5,500, that's where we're really seeing these like big swings. And that's, today's no different, of course. Wow, whoa, really spiked. $75. $75. When did oil spike like this? See, that's the problem when you like take 2 weeks away from the market, you come back and everything's just wonky, and you're like, what? When did all this go down? Or rather up? So with oil spiking, I've not really seen a big difference at the pump. Let's take a look at the the 15-minute chart. When did this actually rip? Oh, this ripped a while ago. This really started ripping mid-December. That's when it was at like 67. You see we had this resistance zone in here. So we finally broke out of that resistance zone that we drew, which was around 70. Right around New Year's. So we've been ripping up since. So it's no wonder I haven't seen that reflected because it's only been like 5 days. I think we need to see a pullback, not necessarily to the VWAP, but maybe to the 200 moving average, or possibly the 50. I think the 50 would look a little bit more solid. We did have this massive sell-off right at the open, but everything bounced off the VWAP, indicating a really strong bullish day. And we are up 1% on the day as far as the market is concerned. So we're up 238 in our 100K. Right now it's kind of sitting on our hands. So because that's the case, I might look for there is a training video that I had to watch in order to set up the group trading function. I think I might be able to do it from memory. And manage groups. Let's see. I have to add the right accounts, which is 49 and 50. You need to archive some of these. All right. 49 and 50. And then we're going to do 3, 3. Group set up successfully. So current 50K is try that again. Okay. So then we go to select the group somehow. Yeah, there we go. Now let's make that be. No, let's just change this out. Okay, so yeah, so we're on plus current 50Ks. So we have to change this to 6 contracts, which is always hella scary. We'll go for 5 ticks. We're currently riding along this 60-50 area with that 50 resistance. So we have to do multiples of 3, so that's got to be 6. Here's 702. Bit of a pullback there. Oh, right. You can't do multi-bracket. I forgot you can't do multi-bracket in this. It's one of the reasons why I don't use it. I tried to buy there. I'm gonna wait for another pullback here. I think we're gonna get one. That's wacky. You can't do multi-bracket. I think that's one of the reasons why I never really traded group. I just don't want to keep switching back and forth between accounts, but it's safer, in my opinion, to use multi-brackets. Because if you're using brackets, then you can automatically have your sell order in there. And if it rips up and rips right back down within a couple of seconds, it's difficult to react that fast. So if the sell order is just preset, in my opinion, I think it's safer. So another attempt at the high there, hitting 53.50 and rejecting. Like I said, I don't mind a pullback to the 50 moving average. So if we drop from 50 down to like 45, or like 45 be right at the EMA 35. But if we drop down to the 50 moving average, it's like 43. In my opinion, I think it actually looks good. We do have this big flag here, this bull flag. We are breaking over 50, but it's there's a lot of sputtering up there. We could just get a huge volume push all of a sudden, and then that would cause it to actually rip through 50 and up towards 60. Where's the top of the Bollinger Band? Top of the Bollinger is sitting up here at 60.82. So that's obviously super far. And we're currently about $20 away from VWAP. So I think we have a good $10 available in this push, up to about 60.60. What's up, Tiny? Good to see you. I hope you had an awesome holiday. Wee bit cup of Joe. Some pullback there to 52 and reaching a high of 54.50. I want to see a pullback. I want to see a sell-off like this and then a reversal. That's what I prefer to see. We're up 240 in our 100K account. But like I said, I took a beating on that for the 1 or 2 days that I decided to trade while I was on break. And I took like 3 trades and they were all bad. So we'll just work on building that one back up. I do have a new thing, though, that I wanted to share with you guys. I'll pop it up here. Give me just a moment. So where is it? This. All right. So I wanted to share this with you guys. I actually created this over the holidays for my valuation accounts and my live accounts and whatnot. So let me swap this 0 because I just have some sample data in there. So what this is here is I'll throw that sample data back in there because there's other sample data around to ensure that it works. So what this is here is this is a total cash flow dashboard, a total cash flow in and out for futures trading, treating it like a business. The idea here is that, okay, you've got your expenses, all right? So you've got your, let's say there's a merchant fee for your withdrawals. You've got, like if you're paying for it with your credit card or something like that, you've got your prop firm trading, your prop firm costs. You've got like full on general ledger. This tracks your expenses and your loans. You're trading, if you're paying for it with your personal credit card, technically it's a loan to you as a shareholder. You've got like, I've got the annual operating budget in here. Everything about this. More than happy to share this with you guys if you'd like. there's no private data in here just yet, but so then I've got the live account tracker. So this is for accounts that are past, funded accounts, and the evaluation tracker. The idea is that if I'm manually tracking all of these things, so in my evals here, say, today is 1/6, and technically we're on the we had the 25K account, so that's this 3K one here, and we're green like 238, and if there was a loss, it'd be like 112 or something like that. You can see it just does all the math right here, and then when you actually pass, this particular page doesn't transport any data, and then the live account doesn't transport any data. What does transport data is when you actually make withdrawals from your live accounts. So you've got your withdrawal here, and then your expenses like the merchant fee or wire fee when you actually do your withdrawals, etc. So that would then track all your expenses, your revenue, and everything like that right here on the cash flow dashboard. So you can actually see how profitable or unprofitable you are as a trader, as a business, and not just necessarily using something like TraderView or Trade Insights. By the way, Trade Insights, I love that program. Completely dope. It's completely free. If you guys haven't checked it out, I don't mean to promote something. I get paid nothing for this, but Trade Insights, I believe it's .net. I love them. They're a really good company. But yeah, I created this over the weekend in order to, for my own self, manually track all that I'm doing, because this is going to help keep my mind focused on not necessarily taking unnecessary risks, but focusing on safer trading. So manually tracking for me, and not just using a trade tracking software, to me makes me be a lot more accountable, because I have to deal in the facts, and it's not like I can just necessarily just have something else track it, and I may or may not log into that, I may not remember, etc. So I could add a trade journal type thing on this if I wanted to. At the moment, I don't necessarily want to, because I don't really love tracking things trade by trade. Sometimes I track more like day by day, because whatever mindset I'm trading in, that's typically the mindset I'm trading in for the day. Sometimes I shift it midday, mid trading session, but not as much. Yeah, I traded for like 2 days over break, and they were super bad. The first day I was up like $100. There's that pullback I was looking for. You see that? That's exactly what I was talking about. This pullback to 60.48 area, and then a rip off that. But yeah, I did not trade very well. I had one day I was up like $100, and then I pushed my luck and traded, like kept on trading. I was up $100 off of, I think, one trade, maybe it was two, and then I kept on trading, and that, like, the next trade I think lost me like $1,200. This is pretty bad, and I was like, "Whoa, I'm done." And then I just didn't trade anymore for the rest of the time, because it just didn't seem smart. But this is where the account sits now, up 238 on the day. The trail max at 1193, and it's at 98K out of 100K. So it's got a ways to go to get back just to flat, but that's all right. I'm cool with it. I'm gonna uncheck the group trading. I want to do the group trading, but I also want bracket orders. Like, without bracket orders, I don't feel safe with this much volatility that these get anymore. So we did get that high up there at 57 and a big sell-off down to 49, 48. Another test here, the high. I'm going to take it.
Order filled. Order filled.
Oh, I should have kept my full trade on. I pulled it back just because it looked like it was going to fail. Made 2 ticks, though. Up 75 on that one. Well, 62 after fees. There's that 60-60 I was talking about. Technically 60-59.5. So if you had your sell order at 60-60, I'm sorry. But like I said, I thought that we had room to that. Let's see where the VWAP moved to. Wow, VWAP moved up $2 since I said that. That's crazy fast for VWAP movement. Still about $30 difference. And you guys know what I like to say. You know, if there's about $30 of spread between the VWAP and the pricing action, then, you know, we may be a little extended. We are getting a green dot on the TTM with a cyan switch here. I don't know why this keeps cutting off. I have to like be zoomed in or zoomed out enough for it to be able to show. It keeps like trying to recenter or something. So we get the high up there at 60.59.50. I didn't check RTY today, but I'm not sure if I want to keep on trading RTY. The spread is just not, it's not my jam. I didn't even realize there could be a pun there. The spread is not my jam. Yep. Yeah, that could be a pun. Why not? All right, getting some pullback again. It's a red candle on TTM. And 716. No trades, you're walking the dog? Walking the dog or wagging the dog? Do you ever see that movie, Wag the Dog? It's kind of a dope flick. Alright, I'm going to be looking for a red-yellow push here. I think we're going to get it here in a moment. Took that trade off. Just, I don't quite like it just yet. I do think it's going to end up as a good trade. TTM's at -2. Wow. It ended up a lot better than I pictured it would. Like,
Order
much
filled.
faster. I think I might have chased this a little bit. There's a cyan switch. Yeah, the trade was on the yellow. back here when I actually initially tried to take it. See if this actually pops back some. Reduce down to yeah, I'm gonna have to cut this one. Popped a 56.25 there for a second. All right, I'm mixing here.
Order filled.
Loss on that one, down 325 on the day on that account. On the 50, one of the 50Ks. This one was up 62, so that's going to actually impact our trail max a little bit more. Should have gone with the original trade idea, which was right back here at 54.50. Instead, we entered at 56.50. So the original trade idea was right. When it didn't play as cleanly as I wanted to, I chased it. Oil's kind of pulling back a little bit. All right. It's giving us another shot. Looks like this time doesn't look as good. Checks on the 1 minute. One minute's kind of sort of a slow sell-off. This feels to me like there's going to be an opportunity, though, today where this is going to soar a bit more than what it currently is. As if we've got room up to like 60, somewhere in the 60s, maybe 60-70. Running down at 55 at the moment. Tried to grab that rip. And make another attempt.
Order filled.
Got that one. So that's 100 back. And that tapped our high up there at 59.50. How does our friends in the industry like to say it? Double top! Got that double top up there. You see boom and boom. So, what's your guys' opinion on double tops? Because I've heard both arguments for bullish and bearish on double tops. So, I would really love to hear your side of things. Post in the comments. Let me know what your thoughts are on double tops. 'Cause I've literally heard bullish and bearish arguments for it. I'd love to hear your opinions. We're gonna pull back to like 52. This was our initial resistance zone back through here. We're gonna pull back to this area. I think that might act as support. I'm gonna take a look at this on a longer time frame. 5 minutes looking stellar. $15-minute called this rip all the way back here on the 3rd. Jumps and customs. I'm gonna find a 3-minute. All right, 3 minutes kind of getting a little bit of a sell-off. So, or at least on the TTM. I really think like if we get a pullback to like 52 area, in my opinion, that looks good. Jumping back to the 1 minute. And back to the 10-second. Time looking at 7:25. So a couple minutes to 7:30. Got a red yellow right here with a red dot. Ugh. They're both to you. Yeah, same to me. Like I kind of view them as both because I've seen them where you get the double top and you get the big like sell down, and then I've also seen it where you get the double top and then it's sort of like uh you can sort of see volume and what am I trying to say? Consolidation. That's the word I'm looking for. I kept thinking condensing. Um, you sort of see like the consolidation right along that area where you're getting that double top and then seeing it push down and then there's like a big rip up. So I've seen bullish and bearish on both. Um, but I have seen people kind of freak, about it as well. So I think it's kind of funny. Did you get a science switch there on red dots? It was a nice bounce though, off 56 area. Kind of smaller trading now. 727. So we'll see what 730 brings, but this kind of looks, for the most part, a little tired to me. Sort of starting to go sideways a little bit. TTM sitting at 2.3. It's kind of, we need a break in either direction. I actually am a little bit of in favor of a break to the downside because I think that traders will see value and start buying it up. So that did end up pushing a bit by about $1, $2. There's 60. So we just broke the high. lot of sellers right there. I'm gonna buy in. Missed it. That's pretty spot on that 60-60 area. You see I'm on the 1 minute is at 3 now. I wish it would just always show me the whether it's a green or what. Kind of annoying that it doesn't. All right, look for a little sell off here. Pull back to the 9 EMA. Just pull back to the 35. I'm gonna buy here.
Order filled.
The idea is to bounce off this EMA 35, make another run towards a high at 60-60 there. I got my exit at 60-50. $59. Trade was right, the tick was wrong. It needed to be more. Wow, that's a big pullback. I needed to be like at 5 ticks and I went for 7. I'm out. That was a
Order filled.
fat loss. Holy crap. That was an even bigger loss than I expected. All right, I'm going to be done for the day on that. That was actually a good trade, just wrong tick size. I went for 7. I should have gone for the 5 that I initially selected. And so I literally was 2 ticks away. But that was a pretty fat loss. So this account is now at 1,000 on the trail. I've got another account that's untouched. And then another account that we're leaving green on the day. So sometimes it just backs to stick with the 3 and 3, man. What a sell-off. This came right back up, so we pretty much filled that at the bottom, but I somehow long to go back to the days that where the ES was like $1,000 or $1,500 cheaper than it is right now. The movement was so much more predictable. Tried to go long here. Didn't get an entry though.
Order
All
filled.
right,
Order
we're in
filled.
that. We're gonna just get out with a 3 and 3.
Order
Okay, so
filled.
that's out. Made 100 back. Still very heavily down on the day on this account. Up in my other account, so. And I didn't touch my other 50K. I wanted to trade these two side by side, but I totally spaced on the whole no bracket order thing. And I don't like trading without bracket orders, because like this right here, this last one you saw was a bracket order, and we likely would have lost on this if this wasn't a bracket order, because this was like an instant like order fill, order fill. You like that? Order fill, order fill. Order fill, order fill. All right. TOS is being dumb. When is TOS not being dumb? All right, y'all. I'm gonna go ahead and jump off here. Thanks so much for joining us on our first stream back after the holidays, and I'll see you guys tomorrow. And if you'd like, I will share that Excel spreadsheet in the group if you guys want to start treating your trading like a business, or at least tracking it in such a way. Obviously, there are other ways to track. Some people like it to be automatic. I like to do it manually, because to me, that's going to give me the most accountability, if you will, for my trades and my actions. All right. Oh, yeah. Before I go, I do want to mention something. Elite Trader Funding is back with these deals. So they're rocking these 90% off deals again. And in my opinion, these are like the deals of a lifetime, in my opinion. I know that they only started doing this back in October, was the first time that they ever did this, but now they've done it a couple of times since. And as it sits, like, I'm like, well, this is great, because I can have 3 accounts for $50 instead of 1 account for $50. And so what it really does for me as a trader is it gives me the opportunity to keep on trading even if I happen to blow an account. So it keeps me in that habit and keeps my trading mindset on, which to me is actually more valuable than the money itself. But also at a certain point, it starts feeling like, like if you're spending $200 a month on these things, like that can get kind of pricey. So for just $50, I can have 3 accounts. I've got 2 50Ks and 100K. So, 2 50Ks is $33, and 100K, brings it up to $53. So it's really pretty cheap, pretty inexpensive. And that affords me, $7,000 worth of drawdown in total. So, which is, in my opinion, kind of the deal of a lifetime. So they've also made some edits to their withdrawal policy, which are beneficial to the trader itself, because it used to be that you needed 15 positive trading days, and I believe it's now 10. So also, I don't know if anybody has taken part in the competitions, but they seem pretty cool. They have like cash prizes and such. So, but yeah, all right, y'all. I'm going to go ahead and jump off. There is a link in the description for that. If you guys want to pick up a evaluation, you guys can take advantage of that 90% off and grab yourself a 50K account for $16.50 or 100K account for $20. But yeah, I'm all about the money. All about the Benjamins. Yeah, I'll put it up inside the resource section of the Discord. So I'll do that right now. All right, y'all. Thanks so much for being here. Much love and appreciation. If not already, join our Discord community. And if you guys haven't joined the email list already, do it now. There's a link in the description for that. I do email every once in a while. I try not to bombard your email, but I do email somewhat regularly, and it's a habit I'm trying to build. trying to build back. But in any case, all right, y'all. We will see you guys tomorrow. Stay green. Peace out.